Hey guys, Fat Ass Gamer 12 here, and this is my impressions video for the Destiny 2 reveal. I was supposed to have this up Thursday, but I wanted the info to settle, and I just wanted to sleep on it because I didn't want to have a straight up knee-jerk reaction to the footage and to the info that's being broadcasted out. And I need to watch some PvP because there was a bunch of PvP from YouTubers and some Twitch streamers, but yeah, I gotta watch a buttload of that. The strike, um, everyone posted that. It looks pretty fun, but at the same time, some weird changes that they brought into Destiny 2. It's kind of weird that they didn't show off. I mean, sure, there's only what 3 months left. Yeah, June, July, August. 3 months and so change left that they could promote this stuff, but only showing it's fine that they showed but one campaign mission. That's fine because campaign everyone's just gonna play it probably once, probably 3 times. Because they do it once per character. But one campaign is fine. One mission showing it off. Yeah, whatever. Showing off the strike. The strike was weird because everyone thought it's gonna be different. Like if this is gonna be a different Destiny from the first game. Like the bosses will be smarter maybe, and but other rather than changing the formula, it seems like they changed bits of it. That's the thing about Destiny 2. It's slight changes to the original formula. It's not sort of like a big change to whatever they did in Destiny 1. And I thought oh, Destiny 1 is only hindered because they're developing for PS3 and 360, so they can't really do much. That's why vault space is so fucking low because they don't have a lot of memory for these old consoles. But they ditched the old consoles for Taken King, and so not Taken King, Rise of Iron. So it's kind of weird. They still have these limitations, and we have yet to see what the vault is. So just whatever in that, but it right now it's a pain in the ass to go to your vault and have to just delete stuff, uh, or just delete stuff that you just picked up because it's useless. But yeah, it's my main issue is that they say they're listening to player feedback, and one of the things that everyone hated was going to their menu. My friends are gonna laugh at this, but going to the menu, pressing R1, going to your inventory screen, scrolling to your heavy ammo or special ammo, and then using it, rather than let me press a D-pad button, up, down, left, or right, and just right there and then hotkey. I use my heavy ammo or special ammo. Is it that that difficult to put that in the game? Because it's so detrimental sometimes. It's something's something you're just waiting for a perfect moment to use that heavy ammo because I can't use it right now because I'm doing something else. Just pop that button. It's already been used. I don't know why it's so difficult for them to implement that. Instead, they're still using it for emotes. For freaking emotes still. Oh my god. I hope there's a setting there that says, "Oh, you could use hotkeys," because that's one of my major issues with the game. Currently, is just irritating to go to the menu, just to use something. And they said they're streamlining some stuff. Oh yeah, stream. Oh, so you don't have to go to orbit anymore. Who gives a shit? It's great that you could load any activity from the main menu, but you didn't have the chance to put freaking hotkeys. And then that's one of the things oh, we want to streamline the experience. Then why don't you streamline that? It's a quality of life issue, and they're not doing that. Hotkeys, man, that should be a thing that everyone should be putting their Twitter and just telling Bungie we need freaking hotkeys. I know it's not Destiny's not an MMO, but come on, man, we need hotkeys Because like one of the issues of the game, there's like the secret juggler where it's like you don't get jack shit that drops from the enemies. You just have to like scrounge around like, oh, I gotta find these. Like look at the screen right now. It's like I'm trying to find fucking heavy ammo. Oh, there's no heavy ammo. It's only special in primary. No, I gotta pop my heavy ammo, but how can I pop it? I have to go to a menu, select it. Of course, there's a heavy ammo right there, but whatever. It doesn't it doesn't happen most of the time. That's for sure. But yeah, it was just an annoyance. Well, other than that, the changes are weird. Like some of the changes are kind of needed. Like the PvP, it's like trying to eliminate people using snipers from the get go, and that's a change that I've been wanting implemented. I mean, they did it. That's the thing. They did implement it, but because some of their weapons were so it just like went around the issue. Like icebreaker, like Bungie removed special ammo being on spawn. So what happens? People use icebreaker. So it never really fixed the issue. Oh, if they don't have icebreaker, what do they use? No Land Beyond, because No Land Beyond is considered a primary, so it doesn't really affect special ammo. So it's like they had all these things where they're just like they couldn't really fix the issue because they had systems like weapons in place that just like went over it, and then just like there's nothing they could do. But I do like it that the power weapons, some of them can't kill you in one hit. Like they said, fusion rifles. I think fusion rifles, sniper rifles. If they're a body shot, sniper rifles. If they're a body shot, it won't kill you. It'll take 2 shots, but body shots won't kill you in one hit from 100%. Like there was a thing in the like someone said that there's a thing in the video, in one of the gameplay videos, where the guy took out a sniper and he shot him in the body, and he went down. But it seemed like he was getting hit already when that happened. So it's a good change. Like the whole whole headshot is instant kill, but like body shots won't kill you from 100%. Because that was that was a really bad issue in probably trials, because I think you're getting shot from snipers. Probably, I think I played trials like 3 times, and probably half my matches I was killed with No Land Beyond. But yeah, whatever. I really hated that weapon, even though everyone who was pretty good at snipers, they were just perfect, getting the shots off. But the whole 4v4 thing is weird. I think it's weird. Like taking 2 people out, especially with people who had 6 people as a regular group. Taking 2 people out, and having those 2 people, maybe you could change out 1 or 2 members, but like those two people, which would probably be me because I don't play PvP that much, they're just gonna be the leftovers, and they have to find another group to join up with to fill out the 4. And it's a weird change because like most of the people played since the beginning of Destiny 1, and then there's like, oh, you gotta cut 2 people from the group. So it's a weird change. Like I understand you want to make it smaller, more tactical, because it seems like from the HUD, it seems like they're looking at what people are into right now, which is like from the screen, it's like it's screamed Rainbow Six Siege, especially the whole here's the characters on the top of the screen, like here's Titan, Hunter, Warlock, here's the class they're using, not to mention the class they're using, and it just shows up on the screen. And then if they get killed, there's like a skull and crossbones that they're dead. So it instantly reminded me of Rainbow Six Siege, and I think that's what they're trying to go for, try to make it more competitive, because the only thing that was competitive in Destiny 1 was trials, because there was hardcore. That's what they enjoyed. Not to mention they enjoyed playing Iron Banner, just having those like trains where just obliterate everyone, and other teams didn't have a chance. Maybe their design philosophy is like, by making these teams smaller, there won't be as many trains that will just roll over everyone. I don't know. Maybe they just want to make smaller maps. That's my guess. because they made those big maps in Destiny 1 and no one really enjoyed them. So let's go the other direction and make them really small. Uh, and yeah, the mode was cool. It was search and destroy. So yeah, and you have to rely on your gunplay because they from what I've been hearing and from what several YouTubers said, like grenades don't kill you in one hit anymore. And I'm like, thank God. Unless it's like not a fusion rifle, man, some of those grenades were overpowered. Like that Titan lightning grenade, holy crap! Like if you couldn't even, if you got stuck with that shit, you're you're done. Like or the trip mine, but then they made the trip mine not stick, so it's like, but still would kill you if you got in the wrong spot. But yeah, but that was a change that they introduced in Destiny 1. So grenades don't kill you in one hit. It'll severely damage you. I mean that's for sure. But yeah, from the PvP footage I've seen, like there wasn't a lot of grenade kills. There was a lot of gunplay, gun kills, especially man that hand cannon that people were using. Holy crap! Like it felt it wasn't as fast as Last Word, but man, it did a ton of damage. And the change of like having an opponent smash super and what do you call it? Anyone with an energy weapon can like take them out right away. That's a welcome change because like it was frustrating in the first game unless you had like let's say a shotgun or a high impact fusion rifle that you could take out a blade dancer. But other than that, you were totally screwed. Especially if like, it was like already like medium range and like the blade dancer popped and like oh shit, the blade dancer's coming. So and you're trying to take him out, but you couldn't because you didn't have either a shotgun or fusion rifle to take him out, or fusion grenade or any sticky grenade to take him out. But I like the changes, like the whole energy weapon takes out supers people really quick, but supers can really kill you really quickly unless you get the drop on them. But yeah, I mean it's gonna be interesting. This beta, hopefully it launches. It's gonna probably launch in August, I'm assuming. It's gonna be a good testing bed to see whether or not these changes are gonna be good or not. And yeah, we'll see. But that those are my initial impressions. Like, graphically, it was weird because like when I saw the campaign footage, I was like, oh shit, this looks amazing. This looks totally different from Destiny 1. But then when I slept on it, I was like, you know why it looks so impressive? It was because it was wet. You know, that's the thing about next gen. Like, wet surfaces make it look so much better. And it was because it was a nighttime scene. It was raining, so there's all these reflective surfaces, and it looked really impressive at the time. But then you look at the strike footage, it's like, okay, this looks good. This looks good. Like it's there's some slight improvements, like the particle system is much better. What do you call that? The lighting may could be better or might be better. Who knows? Because like that scene where it's like there was that part in the tower where it's always closed off. So when that door finally opened in the campaign, like there's all these like colors and like um, light shafts and like, just like it looked fucking amazing. And they're like, oh shit, this is what behind it. That is what behind that door. All this time is like just this marketplace that no one saw. But when you compare that marketplace to the map in PvP, it's like, oh, this looks totally different because it looks there's more lighting passes. So uh, there's some improvements, like sure, but to be sure, but like when you look at the strike, it's like maybe it's not as impressive uh, as I initially thought. It's definitely bigger. Like some of those that strike showed that they're going for wider spaces in their what do you call it? In their campaign linear focus. You know what I mean? Like that was the thing about why everyone enjoyed Halo, because like there was point A to point B, and Halo would just be like, here's a huge map, but there's 2 points, but there's a huge map to go through, and it seems like they're putting that into Destiny, but it only seems like it's only for their like um, linear map design, linear point to point design, rather than PvP where they wanted to make it smaller and more contained and more, yeah, tactical. But yeah, it's a welcome change because like some of those point to point gameplay in Destiny One was definitely corridor like rather than having a huge map to walk around. And it was pretty cool, like seeing that driller strike stage, like there's environmental um, obstruction. There's a thing in the way that you have to bypass, and there's still enemies to fight. So that was cool. But it's only impressive once because like what you do it once, it's like I have to do it again. Because who knows how many strikes they're gonna have when the thing launches this September. Hopefully, it's more than whatever Destiny One launched with, because it was just like Fogoth, Venus. Well, I think one on Mars, and that was like only like there was like I think 4 or 5 for Destiny One launch. Because I'm not sure anymore. It's hard to tell. I probably have to go back. Have to go back to get the literature in the first game. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. Um, getting more footage, getting more info about the changes they made. Like the initial changes are they removed Sunsinger, they removed Blade Dancer, but instead of Blade Dancer, they have the Pole Dancer guy, and instead of Sunsinger, they have Dawnblade. But because I like that change because like Warlock, their supers, unless it was like a Nova Bomb that could take out 2 or 3 people, probably just one nowadays, but the 2 or 3 people, it was only a one use thing, and it was equivalent to the Titan Smash. Hunters, all their supers were roaming. Like, uh, if you had Shadow Shot, that was roaming, and you could take out what 3? I think there's 3 shots, Shadow Shot. Uh, but you could move at the same time, and you still had what do you call it? I think you still no, you had 3 shots, but you couldn't do anything else, right? I never use Shadow Shot that much. I only I only use Bloodbound or what was it Dark Hole or Black Hole, whatever. So, but it was like always roaming. Like Blade Dancer, they could walk everywhere, jump anywhere, and what was the third one? Oh, Golden Gun, which is I hate that fucking thing. Uh, or the people would just run around and shoot people one shot. Um, Warlock, the thing about Warlock was that it's something, or so it's only situational. So it's only good in situations where they're like capturing a flag, or when you're in a strike or in the raid and you want to just like not have that insurance of not of getting killed, but still want to be still a playable. What do you call it? Uh, you still want to be helpful. You res and then you help your team out, but it was very situational. Um, and like Stormcaller was cool, but you could get killed pretty fast, especially in those like mid-range maps where it's like if someone sees you from far away, you're dead as a Stormcaller. They could just like pot shot you, no problem. But it was great in smaller maps because they could just like walk around and just like zap people, no problem. But that was only good use it had was like in the smaller maps when you launch Stormcaller. But the thing is about Stormcaller, you are limited to not you can't use your weapons. You're limited to Stormcalling. But and it was great for those. That was the thing. It was in the PVE side. Stormcaller was only great for um, situational things like when you were fighting Golgoroth. Stormcrawlers are great for crowd control. And that was the only thing they're useful in PvE. They're useful for anything else because they weren't really great damage. They weren't good at DPS against bosses for sure. Only against crowds. So, and that's the thing, they're not roaming. Two of them were roaming, but they weren't good roaming. Like for especially for PV, like Stormcalling for PVE was kind of terrible because you were only in certain situations, and for Sunsinger, if you do activate it, all you're doing is throwing grenades. Like no one gives a shit or punching people. But that wasn't it wasn't really fun using Warlock, and I mean the Warlock, and that wasn't really fun. But yeah, and Titan they always got the cool shit. But the only thing that wasn't cool in PvP was the bubble, unless you were just in control, or if you're in a bubble train. I mean, it was that didn't have really that much use other than bubble trains or in control. And so they removed them, and now you have abilities, which is great. But it seemed like they're just moving around the classes again. Like Warlocks get the buffs, like the bubble buffs from the Titan from Destiny One, and they could switch between the two. And it's weird because when you look at the footage, it's like it seemed like it was only for them, or maybe they're the aura around them. But like they could heal people, or they could buff people, weapon buff people. And Titan got like they got their smash back, but now it's roaming. So now they're able to smash and then like just like shoulder charge the hell out of people or melee with a thunder ability. Wait, that's their super. What's their ability? Oh, the abilities are the shield thing. But it seemed like it's I don't know. I watched a lot of PvP, but I didn't see someone use it in such a good way. If someone could post it in the comments, that would be great because I only saw someone use it once, but it was like after they killed everyone. So it's like I didn't really see the use for it in PvP where you're trying to stop someone from going through, but I think it's kind of a weird use. And hunters, oh man, I have to look at the sheet because I didn't see their ability. Oh, it was just dodge in their gunslinger, and it reloads their weapon. I think, right? Or is that one of the other inherent abilities of that gunslinger class? But I didn't really see their sort of like support ability. Um, and yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't see their support ability. And I was thinking about the supers now. It's like they removed all the support ones. I think they're gonna no one saw it, but it seems like a lot of people are saying they're gonna redo um, the purple, the Nightshade. Nightshade. Hold on. What class was that? I'm just rambling, but yeah, just something to think about. Just something to think about. Hunter. Oh, you can't really see here. Yeah, I can't see here. Oh, Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler. I can't even think about I just think about like purple. They're purple and shit. But like I think people are saying they're gonna redo that class because like the Shadow Shot was pretty brutal in PvP, and like PvE everyone just used it as an orb generator. So it was a good support class, but it seems like they're gonna change it because like it seems like they're getting away from support classes, and they want support abilities, but staying away from the whole using a super as a support ability, and rather they want to have that secondary ability slot to use as support rather than using as your offensive super, because it seems like they're going towards offensive supers rather than defensive. And it's kind of a weird change. Like who knows, you know. But yeah, I'm just just rambling because like I just constantly watching footage like once a day. Like P- someone recorded a PvP match like from YouTube, and I'm just watching it. Like what changes have they done? But yeah, it seems like it's a refined, much more refined version of Destiny One, rather than having a more expansive sequel. Because everyone, I was thinking this is just gonna add on to Destiny in terms of what was that? Because I was hoping for some major changes in terms of mechanics. I want ship combat. Like, I know it's like ideal, but something to do with the ships because you get all these ships and they're only cosmetic. But and that's just me. But yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see this September or this August. Probably August. Yeah, August is probably a good date for a beta. Not a lot is coming out in August except for what Madden and Middle Earth Shadow Mortar 2, but Shadow Mortar, whatever. But yeah, so I know it's a lot of rambling talking about Destiny 2, but man, I was just pouring all over the footage, and sorry if I'm using this somewhat shitty setup here, using my PS4 to capture my fat ass face, but that's all I have, and I don't really want to buy a webcam. I mean, I was using my PS3 webcam currently, but it's like it's not working correctly in Windows 10 for some reason. But yeah, sorry if I was like really incoherent sometimes, but I just a lot of thinking because I already bought it, but like, was it was it worth buying before the game came out, or should have waited for impressions? But yeah, man, I just love the game, and can't wait until that beta. I mean, isn't oh yeah, so PlayStation only has early beta access. I thought there was gonna be an alpha like last time, but it's only a beta. But yeah, see you later, and hopefully you see me again soon. Not rambling. Uh, Probably go back slightly drinking like last time, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.